Mic's fine. Yep. Can you guys can see my screen, eh?
Yeah.
All right, folks. Here we are on Trading Nuts. We've got Kane Fernando here and Philip Blom. We've actually had a chat about his name here. We had some miscommunication just before the show, and I updated everything for Kane to Kane Fernandez, and he's like, no, my name is Fernando. And anyway, slight bit of miscommunication, but it's Kane Fernando versus Philip Blom. It's a special here on Trading Nut. It's trader versus trader using Forex Simulator software. These guys are going to take each other on a 4-trade challenge. Everyone on Instagram, if you're watching, then head over to tradingnut.com or the Trading Nut YouTube channel and check this out. So we're just kicking off here. Guys in the chat, let me know if we've got any technical issues or you can hear this fine. That would be great. We're going to go through the rules here, guys, quickly and see how this thing's going to play out today. But before we do, first of all, Philip, do you want to just say hello to the guys and let them know maybe a quick 2 seconds about what you've been getting up to?
Yeah, basically been doing the same, since same old trading signals. That's really all.
And Kane, what about yourself?
I've been busy working on educational content for my members and stuff like that, and actually diving into going into prop firm and kind of funding people and stuff like that. So interesting times.
Cool. Now, right, guys, let's get on with these rules here. So here's what's happening. We've got 4 trades each, and I'll let the guys on Instagram have a look at this as well. So we've got 4 trades each. Market chosen by the trader. Losing trader takes the 5th trade first. Winning trader takes the 5th trade second. And the winner advances to the semi-finals. That is not happening. This is an old presentation. Why have I not updated this yet? Trader versus... So this is how it's all going to work, guys. So we got 5 consecutive trades on one market. Traders must enter the 5 trades before the chart data ends. We'll use a random starting point in time picked by Forex Simulator software. If the random starting point is closer than 2 years, we'll redo that random start point. And the traders can cancel the trade setup anytime before their entry triggers. Traders risk 2% per trade. Stop losses can't be extended once in the trade. Rankings are based on overall percentage gain during the 5-trade challenge. And there's a maximum stop loss limit of 500 pips or 5,000 points. Now, we've got here the table from, this is the old table from the very first challenge. This was done on TradingView, and we've got here, Austin Semenik took out the top place. Now, you can see here, Philip, and I've got your name spelt wrong here, Philip, as you corrected me not so long ago. We've got an extra I in there. So we got Philip with 1.23 after the 5 trades. Kane came in with 0.48. Now, what we've seen is these, initial scores are not necessarily the best representation, because Philip came back on and I think you got like 9.98 in a challenge against Jacob. Was that right?
Yeah, something like that. 8, I think.
8. Okay, so yeah, you can see the swings and roundabouts with this back testing stuff, right? Sometimes these guys are on fire, sometimes it's just not as easy for whatever reason. So, and how did you go on with the challenge, the Forex Simulator challenge? I can't remember the score you got on that. It's like 3 or 2% or something.
Me? I had
4?
I think I had 4%. Yeah.
Or was that 5? 4 or 5?
Nah,
4%.
4.3, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that out. Actually, I can probably see it here on my thing here. Now, let's have a look here. What did you get? Anyway, so Kane, you came on. You're on fairly early on, and you got 0.48. What do you think? What do you think about that score and how you might attack this today?
That's pretty poor score, I won't lie. But when I did it, I was like, there was 2 or 3 trades which I should have taken. I know it's like hindsight, but which would have got me like 5 or 6. I'd have been at the top, but it's just one of those things. But I'm back again to do it, so let's try and smash it.
Okay, and I can see the score here, Philip. You got 4.27, so you're currently sitting 1, 2, 3, 4th in that table, and you only managed to do 4 trades. That's right. You managed to do 4 trades in the challenge because you ran out of data. So you could have got a higher score, and you're the only one to do gold at this point in time. Right, so Then we're going to jump into, this is old as well. I've not updated this presentation. Sorry, folks. But it's a 10 trade challenge. We're going to get these guys to do this. They got a chance to win 2,000 US dollars in crypto, not in cash, in crypto. Today, if they can get the past the 10 trade challenge, which is 10 trades out of 10 with these restrictions here, and we'll go through those at the end of the show. Okay, so guys, this challenge today is brought to you by Forex Simulator backtesting software. That's what we're using. It's very realistic. You can use multi-time frame, multi-market seamlessly. It's very much like using TradingView if you've ever used that. You can do multi-chart trading as well, so you can essentially replicate your entire trading environment. There's a 14-day free trial, and there's links below the video, so go and check that out if you want to have a buzz. Also, if you do want to backtest at lightning fast speeds, then I've got my Robot Builders Club. So this has got a 7-day. I've put together a 7-day video course. There's a VIP community, no coding required, live Q&A calls, and you get 30 plus ready-made robots when you join. There's links below the video for this as well. And, oh yeah, the price is increasing soon on that. Now, guys, if you do want to check some stuff out after the show, we've got another special here, JP Savage versus JD Dowdy. So if you want to check that out. And also, we've got the latest interview, which was the owner, ironically, of Forex Simulator, who is a fantastic trader. And he tells a story about how he turned 30K to 100K in a couple of months at the start of this year. So that's Justin Mueller. So go and check that out over there on Trading Nut. And coming up this week, Q Banks finally got the guy on the show. This is part of our interview. Great interview and a fantastic video at the end to catch that as well. So, guys, let's work out who's going to go first. I'm going to stop sharing for a second here. So let's start off with Coffee Cup. Who wants to choose? So I'm going to put it behind my back, put it in one hand, and Philip, you can have a buzz. Which hand do you think it's going to be in?
Left hand.
Don't say done a left hand again.
It's left hand. Yep.
Always a left hand.
It's not always left hand. It was the right hand at one point. It was last time it was the right hand.
Yeah.
Right. So, Philip, what do you want to do? Do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
I'll go second.
You go second? Okay, cool. Right.
Sit back
Kane,
and watch for it.
you're first. So let's get this software up and running and get underway. Right. So let me share my screen. Okay, there you go. You've want to request remote control. Somebody said a cup now. What happened to the mouse? Yeah, the mouse disappeared. The mouse disappeared because I've now got an iPad which I'm using to remote into my laptop, which has got the mouse.
Cool.
Okay, so Kane, right, now first off, before we get going, Philip, you're going to choose the pair. So here are the list of pairs you can choose from. Well, in fact, before we go, so you're going to use it on your machine, aren't you, Philip?
Yeah.
And how many pairs have you got?
I have all the major pairs, that's for sure. I don't know.
So you've got, so let's just say you can choose from the pairs that you've got on your machine that you've downloaded data for.
What pairs do you like though? Let me ask you. Yeah.
I like the pound pairs, so like GPAD, GPJPY. Yeah. I like USD CAD, like the USD pairs as well, USD JPY.
Let's do USD JPY then.
Okay.
He said USD JPY.
Yep. Is that fine with you?
USD,
yep.
I think. He said.
Oh, sorry, USD JPY.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why. I was thinking we said pound pairs. I just automatically thought. Okay, so let's get rid of some of these things. So what do you need on the chart here?
Just the fib, like we made, and the EMA that I gave you. 51.
Okay, cool. That's 51, and the fib will be available when you
Sweet.
need it.
Sweet.
I'm just going to delete that for you. Have you requested access? Yes, you have. Okay, cool. Guys, we should be underway here in a second. Now, what we're going to do is get your starting point here. So let's have a look. 2016. So you need five trades from this point in time. Okay, I'm reminding you because I know Philip ran out of time. So 5 trades from here. That's enough time in my mind. So yeah, Kane, over to you.
Wait, can I add the 8-hour time frame?
The 8-hour time frame, you sure can. New time frame. And we're going to go hours 8.
Cool.
There you go.
It's pretty neat.
Done.
Sweet. Cool. So let's go on the bigger time frame. Right. So last time I properly did it step by step, and it took ages. So I'm probably just gonna be a bit faster this time. Or do you want me to break it down as well? Oh.
Break it down if you can.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys would probably rather hear something than nothing.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So what I normally do is go on the bigger time frames. So usually I can start on the monthly or the weekly, but I'll show you. I'll just show you for one example.
Actually, sorry, 2 seconds, mate. I just want to make sure that you've got. We're going to stop there, and we're just going to go and reset these. Oh, that's all good. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Carry on. Fine. So yeah, I'd usually start on the weekly time frame, see what's going on with the EMA. So I can see here that obviously it's nowhere near it. It was supporting it as it was using it as support. So then I'll just scale down to the daily, see what's going on, and it was kind of reacting off it as a resistance. So let's zoom in a little bit more. Oh. Then I can go down to the 8-hour. So I can see on the daily, it's not really doing much. It's just going up and down. 8-hour time frame. Oh. Just a bit.
Yeah, that zooming thing there is a little bit of a pain. If you double click, it'll sort of reset the chart. If you double click on the left.
Okay. And yeah, and then I can see, okay, cool. So I can go on the 8-hour and see that, it's been respecting the 8-hour. So a lot of people actually never used the 8-hour because they use TradingView, the free version. So I'd recommend you guys, it's a little tip for you guys, try the 8-hour. It really does help. So if I zoom out a little bit more, I could potentially draw on a trend line. If I zoom out a little bit more, it's just a bit, get a trend line. So, go over to here. This is the first time I'm using this software. So if I'm a bit slow, just bear with me. I'm not retarded. So yeah, 1 touch, you could potentially start from there, 2 touch there, but I don't really like that trend line. So if I draw it from the bottom, something like that. So 1 touch, potentially there for 2 touch, but it's not really kind of adding up for me. So basically I'll be like, okay, cool, that's not really looking that great. So then I'll zoom down a bit more and say, okay, potentially this could be a 2 touch there. So 1 touch, 2 touch, this is the 3rd touch potentially. Go down to the 4-hour time frame. So I'm scaling down, guys. It's top-down analysis. It's a simple technique, which hopefully you guys already know. So then I can see here the 4 hours. Obviously, every time price comes down to the 4-hour, it kind of respects it as a dynamic support. So if I get the fib and I grab it from the last significant low to last significant high, bear in mind, you guys probably like, what is that fib? I've never seen it before. It's because I don't just use it like a fib that everyone else uses. It's my own strategy that I've created. And this is one of the strategies I actually used when I flipped that 500 quid to 29,000 back when I was 18. But, I'm not going to go over that again. You can watch the video. But yeah, so this is one of the strategies that I used. It's not the main one. It's one of them. I used an intraday strategy, but this is kind of one that I want to show you guys. So is price going up? Can I pause it?
So yeah, I don't know why that keeps going, but yeah, you can just click stop there and that'll stop price. So now it's bar by bar.
So I mean, I might have missed the entry here, but I'll just talk you through it. So I would have, last significant low to last significant high, look for the pullback into the golden zone, potentially into a psych level. Oh, it's just gone off there. Let's go over here. Horizontal line. Yeah, cool. And then looked for, I can't even read the numbers. Okay, so 104,500 would be a psych level for me, which is perfect. You can see the orders are being fulfilled. So I would have taken an entry, but obviously prices can you pause it? Hang on, is that one up here?
Oh yeah, I don't know what you must be clicking on. Yeah, stop that. Yeah, click stop.
Okay, 'cause
You must
it
be clicking something that's starting it. I'll have a look next time you do something. It's
sorry, just
yeah.
just keeps
I
going
don't know
up.
why. I don't know why. It sort of happens like that for me sometimes as well. And there must be like a shortcut key
Yeah,
that starts it for some reason. I'll keep an eye on it. There we go. It's just started. What did you do?
yeah. I think I just clicked the screen.
You just tap the screen.
Yeah, just tap the screen.
Okay, that'll be it then.
Okay, I'll try not to do that. It's because I'm on a Mac. It's like a touchpad. So yeah, I mean, I would have taken an entry if price, came into this zone here, but obviously you could see market open, it had a gap, so I wouldn't have taken a trade. But if I play this out, so is it just this? Is it this button here? I think it's that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I can help you out with the touch screen if you want to remove that feature. Is it going to be easier for you?
Yeah.
Okay. What we'll do is let me just grab the mouse for a second here. We'll just make that 1. So if you do touch it, it's only going to move 1, like basically at the same speed as the market.
Okay. So yeah, originally I would have taken a trade from around this zone because it met with my confluences, structure. So that's previous resistance over here, broken through, now it's in support, plus the golden fib zone, plus blah, 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 everything else. But, price is obviously pushed up. So basically what I'll do now is just reevaluate. I can delete the Fibonacci. Actually, let me just play out and see how it's, if this is coming back to the EMA. Okay, so potentially I delete this now because it's invalid. So click it, delete it. See what's going on over here. Same thing, delete it because, you just accept that you missed a trade. It just happens in real market. If you trade properly, you understand that you're going to miss trades sometimes. So yeah, last significant low to last significant high, same thing. We really reevaluate. We look for, if I can move this like that. You got price. Obviously we have the cycle around there, but we can also see, liquidity wicks just beneath around this zone here. So hopefully you can see the mouse pointing. And then I'll get the rectangle, put it back on. So this zone here, and then long position. Can I put the long position on? Is that? I don't know.
You want to go long there, or you want to put it buy order there?
I would just like to kind of put on my long position and see the R to R.
Okay, right. So to do the R, I don't know if you can. What you can do, there's no real sort of tool that gives you a view of the R to R. But what you could do. So where do you want to go? 71 line or 78?
So yeah, I'd start it from where that horizontal line is. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'd go and right click there, and this might not. Let me just show you. Right click, and go. Oh, that's right. I'll just do it underneath buy limit, and then you just put your stop wherever you want to put it, and then you take profit wherever you want to put it. You're not really going to get an exact R to R, but I mean you can sort of look at the difference in price here and go, okay, well that's going to be 266 divided by 85 is whatever. However, that's your R. Okay.
So I never set buy limits or sell limits. It's not something that I do. It's not like part of my trading plan. Because I'm very big on market rejection and looking for kind of where momentum can change in the market. So by this, I mean, I'd scale down to the smaller time frames, look for price to come into my area of interest, and then I can wait.
Sorry, mate. It's gone back up to 600 for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
So yeah. And what I was saying was I would look for price to come back into this zone, and then I could potentially look for some rejections, and then I could enter. So if I go back on the 4 hour, hopefully it doesn't change anything. Yeah. I can look to the left, see how many rejections occurred. It's pattern play, simple pattern play. And you can be like, okay, I'm looking for X amount of rejections again. So, potentially, it's fine. I'm going to play it out anyway. Yeah, I'll be looking for potentially like 3-4 hour rejections. So if price can come back into my zone here, I could zoom down to smaller time frames and then look for an entry. Okay, so here it's just missed it, but you can see, when I say momentum changing, I'm talking about like, dojis, hammers, kind of spinning tops on the 4 hour, and then obviously you'd look for the entry. And let's see if price can come back in because it looks like it wants to push up right now. Okay, cool. So price has come back in. And now obviously look for some kind of rejection. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. See how it reacts. So it might just keep pushing down, and then if it does, it's invalid, and I wouldn't take a trade. So if this pushes down like it is now, if I just pause that. Okay, so like now, that's my original bias was I'm looking for a long position because it's making higher highs and higher lows. It's respecting all the confluences. Did it meet my entry requirements? No. So I don't take a trade. I'm very mechanical in the sense that I don't just take trades willy-nilly. Like I'm very like this, and that's why I get stopped out of break even quite a lot because I don't take many losses. So then now I'll just delete this. I don't know if there's like a clear chart that I can do altogether. And now I just let the price play out, and it might be making lower lows and lower highs. Then I can place a descending trend line on. So if I just press start, will it just keep playing out?
Yeah, it'll just play out tick by tick. So candle by candle is probably the way to go.
Yeah. So it was bullish. Okay, you can see it was bullish since all the way making higher highs and higher lows, and now it's bearish. So yeah, you get annoyed about it. It's just the way it is. Accept it, move on. Do you know what I mean? So now we'll look for price to come back up into the EMA potentially. 4 hour, go down to the 1 hour, see what's going on. Can I add the 2 hour as well, please?
Yep.
I'll add it here.
Just here. I'll do it. Okay. New time frame. There you
go. Cool. Cool. So it's gone 2 hour.
So apparently it's two fingers sliding up on the mouse trackpad or the screen will set the thing off. And I suppose that'll also increase the speed as well to 600 while it keeps jumping up there. Was Mac versus JP Savage? I don't know who Mac is, but no.
Is it frozen? I keep.
Oh, that'll be the weekend. So
okay.
There you go. This is your gap. There you go. It is a big gap.
Cool.
So you're on the 2 hour, and I think you must be on a 1 hour. It's ticking through each hour.
That's a big gap.
Yeah.
What year was this again? 2016.
2016, yeah.
It's probably Trump doing something.
So if you want to get one candle at a time, you can.
Yeah.
Do you know how to do that? You just go and then go. So you're on the 4 hour. Just go 4 hour. That's going to give you one 4 hour candle at a time.
Oh, sweet.
Well, in fact, it's not going to give you one. It'll give you one, but in a bit, simply because you started halfway through a 4 hour candle.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's some nuances to this. Especially.
I don't think I can't remember this happening.
That's crazy. There must have been something. 2016 was that like Brexit or something, or was it just a weekend?
Probably Trump doing something with Korea or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just see what's going on. So I'll just let price play out. And the thing is, guys, I want you guys to remember, I wouldn't just be on this pair and be like, oh, he waits forever to take a trade. No, if there's no trade for me, I look at a different pair and I move on and wait for a perfect setup on a different pair. I don't just sit on a trade and wait 10 years to take a trade. It's not how it works. But I'm just doing the rules that Cam's giving me right now. So because I remember last time when I read the comments, it wasn't very favorable.
Don't read the comments. Now, so apparently, if you do two mouse fingers up on the trackpad, it starts that tick by tick, and if you do it down, it stops it. So that's something for FYI. Guys, if you've got any questions for Philip or Kane, chuck them in the chat, and I'll let the guys know. So maybe this one's taken a bit of time. So what we'll do is we'll give a good explanation of this one, Kane, and then the next one you can just probably fire through and find the trade. And
I'm gonna delete that real quick.
Just because I know that Philip will be late for you. How's things going with you anyway, Philip? Are you still playing tennis?
Yeah, I'm still playing tennis. I had a bit of a break to focus on trading though. 2 weeks without. So.
And still not having to go to school?
What?
Not having to go to school?
Yeah, I basically don't go to school anyway.
So guys, if you don't know, say Philip was on here when he was 15, and if you haven't seen his video, you got to go and check it out. It's almost got 1 million views now. So I think we're at about 9:40, 9:30, something like that. I mean, like even the last 48 hours, it's had. I noticed before this, it had 12,000 views in the last 48 hours. It's ridiculous. And Kane's video is just. I think yours is a second top video on the channel.
Third, I think
With
Lambo Rolls beat me a little
is
bit.
he? Oh, okay, yeah. So you've hit 100, and it's stalled a bit, hasn't it?
106 or something now.
Oh, okay, 106. So you did challenge me to get it to 100 when you put the
Yeah.
video together, and I said, "Oh, it's got a chance."
Yeah. Oh, your pint now, don't I?
You owe me a pint, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have probably asked for more, shouldn't I?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So last significant low to last significant high. See if we can get a trade going here. I want to see price come into the EMA. So let's just see if it can come in.
So yeah, so somebody just asked. This is Fatty has asked, or Fadi has asked. Is there any way you can? Oh no, it's not Fadi. It's somebody else. Is there any way you can show us how you set your fib? And I think you just said it there. Last significant low to last significant high. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a special way that I do it, and I can't really. I'm not want to give everything away on here, so I kind of talk about it in my educational, like what I've provided my education. But it's pretty easy, mate. It's pretty easy. You just gotta, it's because I've back tested it so much and use it. It's just second nature to me. If I went down to smaller time frames, that would have. It's just easier to see. So potential. Oh, it's already going. So yeah, I want to see price come back into this zone here. Look, kind of 112, 500 level. So we see where orders are being fulfilled, and then potentially take a long. So let's see if this. Okay, it just breaks it. Okay. So usually what I look for is price to come into that zone, have some rejections, and then potentially take a long position. Next thing I could do is potentially look for the outer trend line. So if I zoom out, this has just been quite hard to use this little thing.
Another question here is your strategy based on breakouts and retests?
No, it's based on retracements. Pretty simple. So I don't really look at like breakout, like it'll just go with trends. So like if it's high highs and high lows, I just go with the continuation. But yeah, this simulator is quite hard to use on my Mac. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just let me know if you need help. I can get you to where you need to be.
So you've got one touch there, two touch there. Price is probably going to push up, and then I'll look for the third touch, which will be where I would usually take a trade. Okay, so I could potentially go now and zoom down, zoom in. So yeah, who else? Just a question for you, Cam. Who else do you want to get on here that you haven't had?
Well, I was like trying to get Q Banks on for ages, and I finally managed to get him on, as you saw at the start of the show.
Instagram message him.
Yeah, well, I Instagrammed him, and he originally actually came back and said, "Yeah, that sounds good." This was ages ago, and then didn't hear anything from him for ages. Then he came back again and said, "Yeah, this sounds good. Let's do it." And gave him a bit more information. This is like, it took him 6-9 months ago, and then nothing from that. And then I mean, I had a couple of people that had done his program, got him back on. And I said to them, "Hey, look, I mean, one of them was like, good mates with him and stuff." And I was like, "Can you just have a word to him or something?" And that was Druzy Banks, and get him on and help me get him on. And so whether or not he had a word or whatever, but he was on this, he was on this, the last stream that I did. He was actually in the chat. Really? Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And that was after we'd arranged to meet, I think, on the weekend, which we did.
Okay. So yeah, just to show you an example, I mean, I didn't take an entry, but I'm just showing you last significant low to last significant high, pulled back to the golden fib zone. It gives you the biggest R to R because you sort of think about it, you're not taking it from the 38 to the 50. You have a bigger R to R, so that means you obviously, you're reducing your stop loss and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's just the fundamental, but I'm just going to be quiet and try and get a trade going right now. So, but yeah, hopefully I've explained that well enough for you guys.
So yeah, so getting him on has meant that I've been able to get an interview with this other guy who also said, "Hey, yeah, I'm keen," and I hadn't heard anything else from him, and so it was another one of his sort of friends or whatever. They sort of run in the same circle in Florida there, and got him on. Absolutely crazy good interview. Crazy good
Who's
interview. His name's Anthony. Anthony's World.
I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, and the thing is, you wouldn't necessarily know that he was a trader from the Instagram profile, but probably one of the best interviews I think I've had on the show. Yeah, really good interview. So that's coming up soon. So that was glad to get him. And there's another guy who I won't do a spoiler alert that I managed to get as well, an interview with. So I haven't interviewed him yet. So yeah, who else I'm trying to get on?
Cool. So just sorry to interrupt, but I think I probably would be looking at an entry round here. So I can see previous, there's a third touch of a trend line. So this would be a cluster to me. So if you want to get like lardy-dardy about it and say, oh, that's like it's had multiple touches, you can start from there, 1 touch, 2 touch. This would be a third touch. But for me, this is a cluster. 1 touch there, 2 touch of the cluster, and this is the third touch. You have the EMA, which has kind of been respected on the 2 hour. The 4 hour is just beneath. So let's look at the 2 hour, and then I'll be looking for an entry. So you've had kind of, multiple kind of rejections from this area here. So I'll be looking for a buy position off the kind of from the zone here. So if I can see price come back into 71 level, then I'll be looking for a long. So I don't know if you want to sort that out with the buy position. Buy
on
limit.
On that line?
Yeah, please.
Let me just move my videos here so I can see what's going on. Okay. And it's 113.316.
Yeah, guys, I don't use buy limits or sell limits. I wait for the rejections. So like here you can see. Yeah, so
stop.
So the stop. Yeah, so the stop would be. Well, just drag it.
Just move it up and down.
Oh,
you just move. Yeah, just hang on. Let me do it again. Just move it and then click.
Yes, not.
Drag.
There. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I have it just there, and then my take profit would be or the final take profit would be the minus 61.8.
Okay, I can do that for you.
And then I take partials as I go up. Okay, guys, so this is one of the strategies that I use.
Right, now I've just got to set this. So this is going to be 200 risk. So we got perfect. Okay. Buy limit order there. Right. You can play it out.
Okay, cool. So,
guys, if you haven't hit the like button. There's Kane's been dropping a lot of value here for you guys. So,
I think it might be a weekend again.
Okay.
So just wait for I bet you there'll be a massive gap.
You gapped in. That's why the spreads were big.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hang on. Okay, cool. So we're in. Stops at break even at 50 pips. So we entered at what? 113.
So you're at 54 pips at. Oh, sorry. You're at
44.
44 pips. Yeah.
Cool. So let's see. Once 50 pips in profit, stops at break even. So it's a very kind of strict rules that I have because I'd rather not take a loss, and I'll be strict about that. So let's see.
So do you want to move your stops to break even because you would have got
50 pips because so it hit 44 pips, didn't it?
No. That's where it closed. It would have hit. I mean, we can probably. I'll show you how to do the measure. So you can do. So that hits 53 pips.
Okay. So stops to break even. If price comes back in and takes me out at break even, I then can zoom into smaller time frames and look for a re-entry. So can I do that?
So it's $5 profit.
Is it still in?
If you get stopped out. If you get stopped out, it's $5 profit.
Okay, cool. So yeah, let me just see if it might push it up. Okay, so it pushed straight back up.
You got stopped.
Okay. So yeah. All right. Yeah.
So there's one trade.
Cool. I mean, can I just see if it played out? So what I would have done.
Yeah. We're going to have to because you're on the same market for the next.
Yeah. So what I've done in real life time, because obviously this is a bit harder to do, is scale down to the smaller time frames, look for certain rejections, whether that's the 15-minute, okay, from the zone at the liquidity point where orders are being taken at the order block. And then I would have re-entered it like I, just said I would have, but it just went before I could do it. And then I looked for, obviously, take profit 1 would be here. So that would have just missed the take profit 1 because there is usually a resistance around the 0%. And then I'd take 50% off here. Okay. But obviously I got stopped out for what, $5.
Yep.
Yeah, fine. So what do I keep going till?
You keep going. So find the next entry. So it's 5 entries
cool.
on this market.
Okay, cool. On this exact one?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I thought it was I do one, he does one, I do one, he does one, but it's fine.
No, because it's a trader versus trader. I suppose you haven't done this one yet, have you?
No,
So
I haven't done.
Yeah. So it's really, he needs to work out whether or not he's going to be going. Who's going to be going first for the last trade?
Okay. So price has come back in. Okay, so if I delete that real quick. Yeah, the guy, if he is listening to this, he should definitely make this backspace, like allow it to delete things because it'll be quicker.
Yeah, I know. They're basically going to be updating the whole software, not necessarily the interface, but all the sort of little quirks and stuff. So it will be fundamentally getting an overhaul, and from what it sounds like, it's going to be awesome.
So yeah, price is obviously, you can take orders from around here. So you got the 2-hour EMA, you got the 113 500 psych level, you got the second touch of a trend line, you got the EMA which has been respected. I don't know, let's see if you got the 4-hour. So you got the 4-hour coming in as well. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably be looking for a long position if I can see potentially like 3 1-hour rejections. So if I go just play it out a little bit. Okay, so price is pushed up already. Let's come back into the area. Let's have a look on the 2-hour. See if so here you could say, oh, well, it's broken the trend line, but there potentially might be another one which you could place, which I would have a look for. Here. Like this. Okay.
Sean Lee, yeah, look, that'll be a good one. Almost got somebody from Astro on. It wasn't Sean, but yeah, that would be a good one.
Oh, let's go down to the 2-hour. So you got the 4-hour EMA coming in perfectly, and then the trend line. So just by changing it a little bit, it can show you. So yeah, let's see if we can see if price comes into this area. So you have 1-hour ejection. So if I can put a buy limit on, because I have to from the 71% fib. So from where that horizontal line is, if I could put a buy limit on from around here, is that right? Cam, do you mind putting that on? I don't know how you do it.
So line the number up here. So that was 478.
Can I do it from 500 just as a cycle?
Yeah, we will update it. Oh, actually, we'll do it now. So 500, yeah.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so where do you want to put your stop?
Just beneath the 100%. So just give it a bit of reading room, a little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah, so something like that. Yeah, so yeah, perfect.
Okay, 190. So you're going to be okay, so it's about the same. You didn't make any money really. It's not going to make a fundamental difference. Now your TP is going to be the 61, is it?
Yeah, the minus 1.8. So I take partials, obviously.
Jesus, wait. Hang on 2 seconds, mate. Oh, let's do that again. Okay. Let's get you back to there. Right, there you go.
Okay, cool. So let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's see how this plays out. So on the 4-hour, just real quick. And let's play.
iPad's running out of battery here.
So stops at break even. I think it's triggered, right? And
That is triggered. You're in.
yeah,
And
stops at break.
you're running at 600. So you want to, if you don't want to fly through that. So stops at break even. Do you want me to do that for you, or are you good to do it?
I'm not actually sure how to do it. Sorry. I sound like
You just drag up the stop loss to wherever you want to drag it.
so. Oh.
So
That's
$3, $5?
in profit?
Yep, $3 in profit.
Yeah. And then $3. Give me a little meal deal. So yeah, and then so stops at break even, and then I'm looking to take 50% off at the 0%. So let's see how it's played out. Okay, so smash one of my take profits to take 50% off the table. So I don't know.
I'll show you how to do that quickly. You just go right click here and you go partial close 50%.
Yeah, and then take 25% at the -23. So that's already hit as well.
So do you want to take another 23 then?
Yeah, so what I
Another
do
25?
is yeah.
So you take 50% off of the current order, which is another 25% of your total order, yeah?
Right, and then I leave 25% to run. And then with the way I trade, I look at across other pairs and let it do its thing, and I can into other pairs, and that's like the beauty of the strategy. So,
okay. Yeah, there's no other pairs in this case, so you're just letting this thing run.
Yeah,
it's the weekend, is it?
Yeah, it's the weekend, I think. But yeah, I'm just saying, because people might think,
yeah,
you know, I only trade one pair, and I just want to make it more realistic for them. Yeah, there you go. So take profit 3 hit. So happy days. But showing you guys there, last significant lows, last significant high. That's why I took the trade, as well as the cycle level, as well as the Fibonacci, as well as structure, as well as the liquidity point, and then that's why we took the trade.
Cool, awesome. Do you want to carry on? You got 2 more to go, and then we jump over to Philip. Cool. Guys, if you want to see these live scores, they are over there on Trading Nut. To find them, there's a link at the top of the chat. Also, there is a link underneath the video as well, so you should be able to find that. You can see the scores. If you have to jump away and come back, it's a good place to go and see, okay, great, this is where we're at. Also, remember, while you're clicking around, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Just hit 50k subscribers this past week, so very, very happy about that, and thank you very much if you are a subscriber. Guys, we're trying to get I think we should be able to get to 100, maybe 150 likes on this video today, so if you guys want to help us out, then smash that button.
Oh, it's being really volatile, isn't it? You got some.
It's usually it's not as runny as this. Sorry, I'll have a look at some of the questions in the chat here, just so that the guys, if they're asking questions. Somebody said you're very patient.
Well, yeah, that's what I said last time. But you got to think, like, if there's no trade for me, then I'll look at all the other, 28 FX pairs, and then I do that. I don't just sit on one pair, because you got to think I'm doing this for the video. So I'm doing this for Cam and the context of the video. So yeah, you got to be patient. That's trading, and I'm a very passive trader. So I'm not like, I need to take trades, 50 trades a day, like kind of thing. If the market doesn't provide opportunities, I look at another trade. I've got crypto investments, I've got stock investments, and that's the difference between being a good trader and a bad trader. So yeah, I can see structure, previous resistance, broken through, and hopefully can act as support. EMA as well. And you got the cycle level 116, okay, 116.00 if you want to say it like that. So we're looking for price to hopefully maybe come back into this area of kind of support. But that's the thing. Everyone just wants, trades straight away. Do you know? It doesn't happen like that.
That's funny.
What do they say?
That is funny. Somebody sent me a message. Somebody sent me a message. They recognized me in an Instagram post from so when my trip to Malaysia, they actually spotted me in a photo that somebody had put up in I don't know where they'd put it up, where they found it. I'll find out. But yeah, it's weird because it was like a course I was on, and somebody had circled me, and they're like, "Is that you?" I'm like, Damn, it is me. It is me.
So here I could see, last significant low to last significant high. It's a bit irregular, but I don't want to take ages to change it. Got the EMA coming in, got consolidation occurring here. So I'm looking for price to maybe wick into this area and look for a buy position. So I'm probably go on small time frame and play it out one by one. See if I can see a rejection. I'm back on the 4 hour. I think it might be the weekend on this one. I don't know how do you skip the weekend thing?
I'll do that for you, Philip. There you go.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll probably look for an entry like now because I could see that market opening has respected that zone. So if I could do a market entry now, is that right?
Yep. Market order, right?
Yeah. Just
yeah, a buy.
Mhm.
Okay, well, you want to put your stop below the 100?
Yeah. Keep going. Yeah, stop. A little bit high. Can I draw it?
You can just move it up and down. You're all good, and then just click when you want to find your spot.
Yeah. So if you guys are wondering, I have it just give it enough breathing room for price to kind of if it does come into the support area, you won't get stopped out. And then take obviously up to this minus 61.8.
Okay, so you can. Okay, you want to buy?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Let me just work out how much you've got here. 204,457 times 0.02 equals 209. So we need to reduce that a bit. Six. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that'll do. 209. It's pretty much on the money. Right, buy.
Cool.
Okay, you're in the market. Let's see how you get on. Oh, you guys are teasing me. 49 likes. Where's the 50th?
So stops the break even at 50 pips. So whenever that is. So not yet, I don't think. Is that yeah? I think it is.
That's 43 pips, not quite 50.
Oh. Right, so you'll stop.
So third one's losing trades. You got one more to go. Then Philip, you can talk about patient. You're being patient over there, waiting for this this go.
Patient guy.
So you're finding your fourth trade. Then we're going to jump over to Philip. So currently up 2.44.
Cool. Just to say here, ideally I would, as I speak about psych levels and stuff like that, the round levels, I would have ideally entered it at 117.00, and then that would have been 70 pips in profit, and then I would have obviously.
Yeah.
But it would have been break even. But obviously, it's not as easy when it's live in the market, and I've got a time limit. So, but yeah, is what it is. So price is now beneath the 4 hour EMA, and then I can just play it out, see how see what's being respected on the EMA, because the EMA is super important to me. I think it's the weekend again, and then I can just enter one more trade, and then it'll be sweet.
There you go.
Cool. Ooh. So maybe check the 8 hour, see what's going on there, and I can see the 8 hour, which I've obviously forgot to check, is being respected. Okay, and this is why not many people use the 8 hour time frame. You can see the 8 hours being respected here. So potentially it could be, maybe if I just delete this. But yeah, Philip, what do you think of my analysis? What do you think? Do you think I'm too slow with it, or do you think it's
rubbish, mate?
It's surprisingly pretty similar to mine. Just we have a couple of things different. My fib levels are different, but basically our confluences before entering the trade are pretty similar, I would say.
Yeah. Would you agree that it's important to have all the confluences there before you enter trade?
Yeah.
Confluence is key. Yeah.
Confluence is key.
More confluences add up, the more confidence you're going to have entering a trade, and the results are going to be better too.
Fadi wants to know how many trades a month on average are you taking using this strategy?
Me?
Yeah.
So I'd say maybe like three to four a week, because I look at most pairs. I don't really trade the AD pairs that much or NZD pairs, but pound pairs, they move quite quickly. So if I'm taking 3 to 4 a week, then, 4 times 4 is 16. So, maybe like, I'd say 8 to 16. I can't give you an exact figure, but yeah, 8 to 16 trades. And that makes me really good money, because it's quite a high win rate. So but yeah, less is more. I think a lot of people get that mixed up.
What's Philip's Instagram? Guys, there's links over there on the page. So if you click the live stream link at the top, you'll see Philip's name. And then if you click on that, you'll see a link to his Instagram on that page. I'm pretty sure you do.
If you just search up Kane Forex,
K4X 2 or 3 underscores.
it will come up after you just type in K4X.
Okay.
3 underscores though.
Oh, it's going already. Right, so if I just redo that, I think there could be a potential trade here. Cool, so last significant low to last significant high. Got this liquidity point, which this rectangle, if it'll move, I can see here the order's being taken from this golden zone. I can see if there's a cycle level, which is 16,500. So if this line will move around here, and now I'll be looking, I can zoom down to small time frame, look for some rejection, and I can look for an entry. So let's see if it rejects. No rejection, I don't take the trade. So if we go to the 4 hour, double check it. So yeah, it's just broke straight through. If you look on the 8 hour, the EMA has been broken. Okay, so the EMA has been acting as dynamic support, but now it's been broken. So let's see if I just skip this for a bit more. Yeah, I think it's the weekend again there.
There you go.
Oh. So potentially now it might hit the daily EMA. Oh, no, it's just above it. Okay, so because obviously once one's been broken, it will usually go to the next one. That's usually how it works. Okay, so potentially there might be even short here. Yeah, just a question for you, Cam. That JP Savage guy, is he like a what do you call it? Student of Daniel Savage? Is that how?
Yeah, he's a student, and I think he's a friend as well, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, makes sense. I was just like, I swear I heard that before. Okay, so price has obviously had a reaction off the golden zone once again that you've seen, and potentially the cycle level 16 again, look 16,500 and that structure point. So you can see how, how this is working out. I just keep, missing these entries. This is okay. So let me just play this out one by one. So that, I mean, I originally would have kind of entered that if I could have. So if I did this, that could have been a nice trade there. Last significant high to last significant low, pull back to 71%, played out perfectly, but I missed it. So let's just draw it on again. And then it's like a rinse and repeat, guys. That's how it goes. I think it's the weekend again there. But yeah, so then I'll just realign it, see what's going on. 1600 cycle level. Structure to the left as well. But yeah, if you want to watch like me actually do this in real time markets with like free analysis on the week, like free weekly analysis, I used to do it on my YouTube channel. So I've got some videos up, but I don't really do that anymore. But you can see like in real time, giving you free trades and stuff. So I think that'd be a bit more helpful.
Guys, we've got Philip coming up in a second. This is the 4th trade for Kane that he's about to take. Then we take 4 from Philip, see how he gets on. Then we've got the 10 trade challenge coming up after that. So there's still a lot to go here on Trading Nut. If you haven't hit like yet, you know what to do. I've actually got some merch coming out, guys, soon. I've got a new logo. I've got the first design. There will be quite a few. Yeah, I think it's going to look pretty good. You guys willing to wear the Trading Nut merch?
So yeah, potential trade here. Like if I just move this, it's just takes quite. I don't know why it's not moving here. But yeah, it's not moving. But you got 1 touch, 2 touch. This is the 3rd touch. Last significant high to last significant low. 4-hour EMA, which has been respected, and you got the psych level 14,500 right by near it. So 2-hour time frame, scale down. You can see the rejection. So I think I might take an entry here. Some rejections here. If I take, if I just get one more. Yeah, so if I can take an entry, if that's all right. Put a bar sell limit on, because that's the only thing I can do.
Yep.
From that horizontal, actually, yeah. So if I can just move that horizontal line. Yeah, so from around this area here, I'd like to take a short.
Okay. So I'm going to have to move our video the other way. Okay, sell limit. 1817. So you want 7 or do you want the round number?
No, go from where the horizontal line is, please.
Okay, so it's 17. You can place your stop.
Cool.
Okay.
Could I go from 114810, please?
For your yeah.
Buy limit, please.
Cool. All right. So let's. So you've got $204.88 to play with. So let's go with.
We have 4 or 5 trades.
You got 4 trades, and then you got a 5th, depending on how we. There we go. That's close enough. And your take profit is wherever you want to put it. 61 or 0.
Minus 61.8.
Okay.
And I take partial, so.
Crying out loud.
It's not the easiest to use, is it?
It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's. I mean, I know that the as I said, they've got a developer waiting to work on it after this first project's finished, which I think is just finished, and in which case all these little sort of things are going to be addressed, and in fact, I think the whole platform. I mean, put it this way, you'll be surprised. I don't want to ruin it for Justin, but you'll be surprised at how much it improves. That was almost out, so close to the stop.
So yeah, I mean now, if I was okay, so you got the 8 hour as well. So normally I would have said, if I see price pushing through the EMA and it comes back to my entry, I'd usually just close the trade because it's not respecting that no more. But the 8 hour here is also being respected, so I would normally stick in this because the next time frame up still showing me that it's being respected. So I hope you guys understand that. But yeah, so prices.
Okay, it's just come out of into profit. Oh, just in break even now.
For the weekend, I think.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Hoping for a good gap here. Yeah. Got a good gap.
How much is that in profit?
That's 100 pips.
Cool. So stops at break even, so I can't take a loss now, and that's the beauty of it. Like if I've got 5 trades running and then running risk free, it's happy days, isn't it? So yeah, just put it at break even.
There you go, $3. You got 100 pips. I mean, did you want to keep with your strategy of the partial or not?
Always. So taking, so stops at break even, 50% at the 0%, 0% fib.
You got to take the 50. You got to take the 50% if you want to take it.
Yeah, take it at the 0% Fibonacci. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. Sorry, at the 50%. I thought it was at 50 pips.
Nah. So once it's 50 pips in profit, I then puts my stops to break even.
Sorry, I got you. Yeah, sorry.
Yep. Yeah. So sometimes people are going to be, scared. So the 0%, have you taken 50% off?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you move the fib a bit closer to actually touch where the
so even though it's not okay, so some people want to get it on the okay, there you go, 50's off.
Yeah. So it would have tapped it. Okay, so that's where I would have done it. Basically what I do, guys, is I set an alert, and then my alert gets triggered, and I can go straight to my phone. So that's me teaching you like how I do it. So yeah, 50% taken. It's running risk free, and then just let it play out. Let it do its thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got stopped out. So I got stopped out at break even.
Yep, cool. So good trading. Four is a good score. You got one more to go if depending on how Philip gets on. So Philip, we're going to jump over to you in a second. Let me just update the score here. So 4.93, which is a good solid score there, Kane. So well done, mate. 3 wins, 1 loss. That's up there over on the site. So I'm going to stop sharing. Philip, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Kane, assuming that Philip's got data for this, you're going to get a chance to pick the pair that he's going to trade.
What kind of pairs do you trade, mate?
Oh dear.
All the major ones like GBP, same as you basically.
Now this is going to be annoying for people, Philip, because I don't know when you normally do zooms. Do you normally have your screen is massively wide, right?
Yeah, it's.
So
but
it looks
the
like
thing is, I wanted to make it smaller, but this Forex simulator thing, you can't drag the sides.
Yeah, you should be able to if you take it off the.
Yeah, you can do it like this, but you can't do it like. You can only do it on the height, not just the width. So
no, you can do it on the width. I can do mine on the width. There's a draggy thing in the bottom corner. You just click the.
Yeah, but that makes it look. I can't just do it smaller like this. I have to go.
Right.
I already have done that. I've already done that, so it's pretty tight for me already.
So you can't detach it from the top of the window with the window icon. So see the X, the one next to the X at the top.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Yeah, it is detached. It's
detached, and it won't let you do it. That's very odd because it does that for. I can move it around.
It's like 3/4.
Okay, well, I suggest zooming in quite a bit when you're doing stuff because it's literally half the screen. Yeah.
So can you take over the screen and do the?
Okay, yeah, I'll ask for remote control. So Kane, so what pairs have you got data for?
What me?
Philip.
I'm not sure. I chose all the major ones. That's the ones I have gold also.
Okay, so have a look at these and we'll see what he's got data for. Do you want to pick one of these?
Yeah. So you like USD?
No.
Let's go for AUD/USD like that.
No.
Those
okay. I'll say this. Those are AUD/USD, EUR/USD, and AUD/CAD. Those are the only ones I don't like.
You don't like those? So which ones do you like?
Well, all the other ones.
All the other ones. All the other majors. All the other. Yeah.
All the other ones.
GBP/USD. You literally just picked your own here. GBP/USD.
No. Because if I would have downloaded all of them, that would be like a couple more gigabytes.
Okay, that's cool.
GBP/USD is fine. Sure.
GBP/USD?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Right. And what we'll do is find you a starting point. Actually, what we might do is just get rid of. Oh, you've already got it open. Weirdly enough. Get rid of these other ones.
Do I need to turn around for you to choose a date or something?
I just want to double check you've got
Wait, what other
Oh,
ones do you have data for? Just out of curiosity.
Okay, cool. It sounds like he's got most of them majors.
All right, so you can do. Because I prefer him to EURUSD because I wanted to do some analysis on that one. Does he not have that one?
Yeah, you've got that, haven't you? You just don't like it. But I mean, it's up to you, Kane. You don't have to give him one he
Yeah, yeah.
likes.
Hey, you can change. You can change.
Yeah,
if you want
EURUSD
to.
because I want to see. I think
Okay.
your last one you did GPUSD, so I think you should mix it up a little bit. I want to see what you got.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
This is where he's got no data for it. No, you had that. You had it on the chart before, didn't you? So, okay, right. Let's have a look and see if the magic's going to happen here. We've got enough data. 2014. That's the
What
1
is
minute
that?
chart. That's a 1 minute chart.
Okay.
Okay.
2014.
So there you go, mate. You're underway.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Oh, we don't really have much on the weekly. You know what? I'm gonna let it go for a bit because I need to. Right now, I don't see any, clear trends or anything. So, okay, this is the point where I think we start making some form of trend structure, whatever.
So what's the leaderboard looking like now? I forgot what the numbers were. No, I haven't.
The leaderboard for so this isn't going to go on the leaderboard.
Okay.
Because there's a chance you might actually not do the 5th trade. So this is just a guest special. So if you want to do it, come on and do it like an individual one. We'll come on and get you doing an individual one in the future. But this would have placed you with the current score of 4.93. Would have placed you in 4th place, and actually over Philip, just by like 80%. But then I mean you got one more trade, right? So if your last trade was lost, then you're obviously gonna drop.
What if it was a win? If it was a win, I could go top.
If it was a win, we'd have to really sort of probably break your strategy to go top, or have a
Just adding an indicator, okay?
Yep, or you'd have to have a So top is 13.42.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that was Richard.
Who got that? 13.
Richard Nasser, who's he's from Lebanon. And great story. He's like literally worked at a forex broker, traded for a forex prop firm. Now he trades his own capital at home, and he's one of the top authors on TradingView.
Mad. Fair play to the guy. 13th, mad.
Yeah, 30. Well, there was a guy in South Africa who called Pooms, who's on Trader vs Trader. He got 25%, and
25.
he got 25%.
Can they repeat it though? If they can repeat it like multiple times, then fair play. But it might just be a one-off, you know.
He got 25%. Then he was on last week, and he got.
I'm entering a trade.
He got 5 wrong. He got 5
got 5
losses
wrong.
in a row. Yeah, but he was chasing 24% or 21% or something. So he was chasing. He was really having tight stops. He said, "I'm going to go for 12R per trade," and he lost all 5 of them. So
yeah.
And he was like, to be fair, it was midnight for him. He'd had power outage just before. He was all panicked, and it wasn't a good like time for him to do it.
Yeah. But that's
entering a trade.
You're entering a trade? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
So I trade based off key level trend lines, Fibonacci's, and basically key level support and resistance. So what we see here, also my moving average. What we see here is we have a trend to the downside. We have a break and retest of this level right here. I usually find my entries around the 50 and 61.8, occasionally the 38.2. I don't know why this is a 3. But my reasoning for my entry right here, we obviously have this descending trend line. So what may happen here, I can go in a bit of drawdown to actually fully retest the trend line. But overall, this is where the 200 EMA, we respected it and broke it down, and then retested it again with this daily candle. So Yeah. Order. Do I need to this one here?
Yep, put your stop. I can actually, because I've got control, I can help you with the risk if you need to.
Oh. Stop here.
Okay.
Perfect. And then
Then let me. Do you want me to
need
do
to be
this?
200, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it needs
sure.
to be $200. So it's probably 0.1. Sorry, let me get access here. Oh, jeez. 990. 05. There we go. Bang. Spot on.
Okay.
Right. And you can.
Yeah, so this is a bit more of a long-term trade than I usually take, with a bit higher stops, because obviously I did not know the fundamental situation at this point of time, which is also a part of my trading. I do I trade fundamentals as well. So yeah, so we're gonna have probably a stop out.
I wonder if I've got the option to zoom.
Yeah, Cam, going back to what you're saying about that guy who did 25%, I think that's it. Like, a lot of people can take note of what he did. Like, you know, when you go chase 25% or 25% again or 20%, that's when you start to make mistakes. Do you know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Is he went for it.
Yeah, he went for it, and then he, you know, if that was a really count, he'd have blown it. Do you know what I mean? So you got to be careful, and that's why people say, "Oh, you take so long to take trades," but you got to make sure, you know, you're doing it for the long term and not just doing it for the short term gain.
So that was a. Is that you're in the trade now? It's running.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
still
sorry.
yeah.
I missed that.
Okay, so fortunately we broke out. Broke back in. Let's see here. So I'm adjust this trend line. This key level trend is not valid anymore. Adjust it to just about here. Okay.
Yeah, if you guys don't follow me already on Instagram, it's KFX Capital on Instagram. One of my personal ones, Kane.Fernando. Little plug there.
Okay, so we finally broke back into or under the 200 MA once again. Let's see this similar situation, similar candles here. So let's see if it rejects off of it this time. Damn.
Yeah, guys, if you're struggling to see, it's unfortunate. Philip's got like a massively wide screen, and for whatever reason, this application's not letting him minimize the window. But even so, it's still. I don't think you could change the height of it for TradingView. Oh, damn it! I've just lost my I've just lost access to the YouTube. Actually, I've got access to my computer now, so I can do that.
So Philip, do you take partial profits or do you just hold out till the minus 61.8?
I never take partial profits. No.
Okay, so you always hold out to the lot. So is it minus 61.8?
What do you mean? No,
Like-
I don't. I base my take profits on different things, different stages. So sometimes it may be the previous low, previous high. Sometimes it will be my negative, whatever fib level looks the best.
Okay, got you. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, so, oops. At this point, just delete this fib. At this point, I don't know what caused the spike, but at this point we broke out of this ascending key level trend line being respected quite nicely. We had a retest plus a retest of the 200 EMA. So I'm gonna move stop loss to break even.
Okay, so you're still in the first trade here, guys. If you're coming in late, he's still in his first trade, and it's running at 400%, 500% profit at the moment. Not 500%, 5% profit at the moment.
See how it looks on the weekly. I'm gonna adjust my TP to this right here, just because it might not always, hit our previous low to the dot. We see price rejected off this area a couple of times. So yeah,
Okay,
hits.
nice. Nicely done, mate. So the first trade's a winner at 5.92%. Well done.
Okay, just delete this. So at this point, this ascending trend line is irrelevant. It's all being broken through. So I'll just delete that. Key level trend line being respected nicely. So we're going to keep that and use it to look for our next trade. Since we are at previous low, weekly previous low, I do expect movement to the upside from here. Unless we can see it.
Sorry, what email do you use?
200.
100, okay. And that was one of the confidences why you took that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's on the daily time frame, my 200 EMAs gives me a lot of interest.
Okay, cool.
So we broke below. Let's see here on the weekly. So even though we broke below previous lows, as price is so oversold, I wouldn't be looking for sells at this point. After we had, I don't know how big this is of a movement, but just constant downside movement without any actual retest, it would be just too oversold for me to get in sells. So I'm gonna wait for price to do its thing. Maybe we go lower, maybe we break back into support, which is what I want to happen, especially back above this level right here of 0.5218.
So if you stopped the challenge now, Philip, you'd actually be ranking. Actually, you still have you've beaten your score from the original one, and you'd have third spot on the table.
Okay, I'm gonna enter another trade.
Yep.
Because we broke back into this level right here. Just adjust it a bit so it will be. So we broke back into this level. As I said, we were very oversold. I'm gonna take buys, targeting for this high right here, with these highs right here.
So what conferences do you have here? Just out of curiosity for my own, just
break back into this previous zone.
Okay.
Price is oversold, and sooner or later we will see upside movement. Is my theory, which is usually needs to happen sometime sooner or later, which is it's my confluences. Take profit.
How long would you
Well,
usually
you-
hold it? Like it's like a swing trade.
I'm generally a swing trader, yeah. I hold my trades anywhere from, it could be a couple hours. If it's fundamental news, sometimes my big targets will be hit in a short period of time. Cam, can you adjust the?
Yep. So 211.84.
And percentage wise, like what do you normally risk?
I risk 2% per trade,
Okay.
but my stop losses are usually a bit conservative. Is that the word?
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'll
that's
have
sweet.
I'll have alerts on the way down, which means that I can close early if it's not worth holding. But the 2% risk gives me a pretty good gain if it does hit TP.
Okay, you're in. Second trade underway here, guys. Let's have a look.
Okay, we want to break back into this area. This is our next obstacle to break. Not that large, actually. Just this one.
Do you use market execution a lot? Or is it mostly like buy limits and sell limits and all that kind of stuff?
I would say mostly, 70% market executions, and then sometimes limits, because I have alerts and I am active. So okay. Can I do re-entries? Or
Yes, you can do re-entry, so you can add to a position if you're already in a position.
I can? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but you need to add the stop loss. You can only use the existing balance, not the equity.
Okay, so 38.2. So change that real quick. $38.2 fib retest. Could argue we could find some support. Right here. I'm gonna enter.
You gonna enter there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take
So-
profit. Same take profit was TP.
People getting gassed in this chat.
About what?
You just said what he was doing. Yeah, I was just making sure.
Right. Do you want me to help?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like the hour turned. Everyone got off work or whatever, and started. The first hour, everyone was like really happy, and now everyone's really negative. It's very weird. What am I doing?
Can I only risk 90, or is that what you're saying?
No. So you got. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to work it out. It's 11. You can risk 211. That's too much.
0.9.
0.95.
7.
That's about right. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, second re-entry. First re-entry, second position.
So
See how this goes.
Philip's already closed one trade, guys. He's now got 2 running, so he's got 1 more after this.
Okay. So we actually ended up retesting the 61.8 to this spot. So in this case, my 38.2 didn't work, but those are my 2 most used fib levels. Let's see here.
We should be able to get to 100 likes here, folks. If we've got a 30 away, if you're watching, you haven't hit like, And we'll see that thing pop up
Okay.
there.
First loss.
First loss, okay. And that was the re-entry, was it?
Yeah. Okay, this level is still holding up well though, so hopefully I can get another re-entry.
Okay, so Philip's dropped down to 3.75% after 2. Kane's still there at 4.93 after 4. Philip's got 2 more to go. And we then see if who goes first for the last trade before we do the 10 trade challenge.
Cool. Cam, I'll be back in a
Okay.
second.
Yep, that's all good, mate.
Okay, so we're at previous highs. Obviously, this is the area of resistance. Came back, came back. Plus, we have the 200 at EMA, plus this key level trend line. So I do expect the price to retest back to this zone right here, which is probably my 61.8, where I want to have another re-entry.
Somebody's got Dave Martin, great idea. Actually, somebody suggested that ages ago, and I never got around to working out how to do it. But yeah, I think that could be a good one. Trading bot versus trading bot. That could be awesome.
All right, so perfectly according to what I wanted to happen. I'm gonna enter another one, yeah.
Okay, this is your 4th trade, so this is the last one you can enter before we work out who goes next. So
take profits, these highs, and then 211, you said?
No, 207.5 now.
Oops.
It's going to be 0, 9, 207.5. There you go.
Is that
that'll do. Yep, that's perfect.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's check on the weekly just here. Yeah, so potential weekly head and shoulders. I would really want to see it break this weekly key level trend line in order for my trade to be valid. If not, then I'll probably just secure profits and close my trade early.
Here's a good trade here.
Okay, we can gap lucky break of key level trend line.
Jeez.
Let's see here. Could argue. Yeah. This was probably 38.2. I'm going to adjust my TP if I can do that.
Yep, just drag it up.
A small movement, but it will make a pretty big difference in my risk reward.
So at this point, it looks like Kane's going to be going first, which means I've got to hand over my reins again.
Okay, let's see what's happening here. Weekly.
Simbi, The fast didn't happen. So somebody's just said, I'm glowing. It must be the fast. No, the fast didn't happen, mate. There we go.
Okay.
I'll tell you in a sec why. Great score, 16.434%. This is quality score there, Philip. Let me just update that. It means, Kane, you are going next on my machine again. So let me just go 16. Was it 16? Yeah, 16.34. 34%. That's a fantastic score. So, Kane, you need 12%.
Yeah.
12? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
You need 12%. So, unfortunately, you can't risk more. So, I'm just going to get you to stop sharing there, Philip.
Yeah.
This is, and Kane, I'm going to share my screen again with simulator software going. Okay, let me know when you can see that.
Cool.
Request access.
Cool.
Okay, now just to keep things fair here, what we're going to do is find another random starting point.
The same pair?
Yep.
Cool. So what's this last one now? Is it just the same thing, but
There you go. This is where you're at. So, same pair. You got one more trade. You've got to. Oh, sorry. I've got to set you up here. Sorry, because we've started it again. Simulation properties. We just got to give you the right balance here, which was 10,493. Okay. So right now you got to find your next trade.
Mate, this bar thing is. Right, so potentially 1 touch, 2 touch. So yeah, 1 touch, 2 touch. I'm on the 4-hour time frame. I can see the 4 hours been respected since. I usually would say on TradingView what day that is, but I don't know how long that's been respected for. I think it's like 3 weeks. I think I'm assuming there. Last significant low to last significant high. Let's see what's going on. Zoom in. Place. I'll skip it forward a little bit so you can see. Is it on a weekend? I don't know if it stopped.
It probably is Sunday. Yeah. There you go.
Okay, cool. So we're looking for some kind of retracement back into this liquidity point where the wicks are being collected from in the market. Okay. What are the EMAs on? Because what EMA is that on there? That's not one. Is it 51?
That will be. It should be the 51. Yeah.
Well, the lower one,
51.
I assume.
Yep, 51.
And what's that on there? Is that purple one there?
I don't think there's only one EMA.
All right. I just see a line.
That's that line there.
Oh.
The other line, that's your Fibonacci.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. It's not usually on my Fibonacci, that little thing. So the trend line's broken, so just reevaluate. So I look at the bigger time frames again, 8-hour daily, see what's going on, see if there's any, like, if it's been respected. So I can see the daily's kind of been respected there. So that could potentially be a buy setup. So stick another trend line on. Potentially like that. Go back to the 4-hour. 8 hour. Let's have a little look. Zoom in. But yeah, I look forward to their update on this because it'll be a lot easier to do this. I think next time I'll get that thing that Philip got on my one.
Yeah, the input lag is kind of annoying when you do it through someone else's screen. I also had that last time. It just lags a lot.
Yeah, it's lagging so bad. But
Yeah.
that's what it is. So last significant low to last significant high, daily time frame. Let's see if there's a psych level. Yeah, because when I pull it up, it just keeps going for some reason. Horizontal line. We got 19,500 around that there. So 119,500. One touch, two touch, and this is the third touch. So if you want to make it a bit more neat, you can. Like this. Just something like that. So go on to the 8 hour time frame. Cool. So can I take a trade now, please? All right.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Cool. So we've got multiple confluences here, which I spoke about. See if I could just take a trade like market entry. That's cool from now.
Okay, let's do it. Right. So market entry, new order. You got to find your stop wherever you want to put that. Yeah, I'll let you do that.
So I put it, that's how I've chosen, is because all these wicks are accumulating here and it's just beneath it. So if it does kind of hit the 100%, I won't get stopped out, hopefully. Or there's less chance that it will. And then obviously I'd do my normal take profit kind of levels.
Okay, cool. Let's just work it out here. You got 10,493 times 0.02 equals 209.86. So let's see if we can match that up. We'll give you a fighting chance here. 86, so that'll do. It's very close. It's 10 cents away. Okay, 209. There you go. You take profit if you want to put that in.
Yeah.
Was it you like to put it at the...
Oh, sorry. Minus, yeah, that there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Buy.
Yeah.
Okay, so bear in mind if you want to get Philip to have another crack, you've got to get at least 12%.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to get that, but because usually with these, like the trades that I usually take, they're usually like a 1 to at least a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5 maybe, on a consistent basis. So I don't do like 1 to 12 or anything like that, but that's just...
Yeah, but it was also because I had, re-entries. That gives me, 2 times. If I, could have a 1 to 8 and 2 re-entries, and it would give me...
Right.
Or 1 to 4, I mean, sorry. 2 1 to 4s will give me 60% return.
How many pairs have you got downloaded there, Philip? Just I'm thinking about this 10 trade challenge. If
where do I check it? File.
Just on if you go view tickers.
tickers.
Right.
I got
Is it 50? What?
Yeah,
how-
50. You're over
Yeah.
50.
Okay, so 50 pips in profit stops the break even. So I think that's hit 50, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep, that's 67. So,
A bit low, wasn't it? Where the line was.
yeah, there you go. $3. Okay. Yep. Carry on. Have you got more than 10 downloaded?
I got 17, but I chose to not do some other ones
break
so
even.
the file wouldn't be too big because I wouldn't have time to get
Yeah,
into
so you got stop
it.
to break even.
Okay.
Stop to break even on it. Just so I can see if it played out. We can just go on the date. Is it daily like that?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was just kind of consolidating around that zone. But yeah.
Right, guys. Sorry, I've not been keeping track of the. So that was a win, but it was a small win, and it basically left you at 497%, which is actually a pretty good score there, Kane. And
Yeah, it's improvement from 0.5
yeah,
last time.
exactly.
It was better than my last time. Even.
Yeah, no, it's good, but Philip just smashed it, so fair play.
Oh yeah, exactly. So Philip wins the challenge. Let's have a look, guys. I can actually bring the page up here, and we'll have a look at how.
I don't do the fifth trade.
You don't do the fifth trade. We're going to dive into the 10 trade challenge here. So this is it here, guys. So let's have a look. So we had both of them only took one loss. Kane had a couple of break evens, which were still winners, and ended up with 4.97. Philip, 4 trades. He doubled up here on that second trade there with a loss, 2 wins. Got a great score, that is one of the top scores, guys. If you want to find out how to contact these guys, these are the links here. And if you want to see the sort of overall leaderboard of the Forex Simulator Challenge, you can go here. And to compare it, you can have a look at trader versus trader. So just looking at these scores here. So 16 would have had you top of the table here, Philip, on the individual challenge. Kane, you would have come in above Philip at between 5 and 4. So that would have had you 4th. So good scores.
With the win rate, I must have been near enough.
The win rate would have been up there. Yeah, so you guys both would have had 80% win rates. And look, if you have a look at where the trader versus trader guys are, so Philip, you would have, smashed most of the guys here apart from these 2 scores here. Dovy's got the highest score, so to date, beating Pooms, who, as I mentioned earlier on, had the highest score. Then he went and lost 5 trades in a row on this challenge, but things weren't working out for him very well on that day anyway because he had power cuts and all sorts. Now, we've got this coming up tomorrow, which is Trader versus Trader semi-final number 2. So this is Rob versus Nathan. These guys got scores similar to yours on their first challenges, and I'm not too sure if they did all 5 trades or not. I think they both did. And we're going to jump into the 10 trade challenge, folks. The 10 trade challenge looks like this. Just to remind you all of how it works, they've got to get 10 out of 10 trades. They can actually win $2,000. And basically, I'm going to pick the pairs, no exotics, 1 trade per pair, minimum 1-to-1 risk to reward per trade, minimum risk 30 pips, maximum stop loss 100 pips. Sorry, minimum take profit 30 pips, maximum stop loss 100 pips. Only 60 seconds to enter each trade, which is sort of the kicker.
It's about win rate, right?
It's about win rate. It's getting
so
10
we'll all
out of 10.
do a 1-to-1 on each trade.
Yeah. 1-to-1, you got to get 10 out of 10, and you can't have massive stops and really tight or really tight stops. So if you guys want to take a crack at this in the future, I will do an open day sometime. Just get a copy of Forex Simulator software. There are links below the video. Get practicing, and you could be in with a chance to win as well. So let's jump out of this now. Kane, because you've got access to my machine, we're going to get you to go first. I'm just going to close this down.
Does he not do a 5th trade, or is that not part of it?
No, he doesn't need to do a 5th trade because he's already won. And that's the way it's going to roll here. So, right, I'm going to pick some pairs, and you are going to have a go at this. 60 seconds, I'll be getting the timer going. I'm not going to see what the pairs are. We're going to start off with this one. I'm going to clear the chart.
So I've got to do analysis, or just say buy, sell, whatever.
You've just got to basically 60 seconds. You got to tell me as soon as the 60 seconds ends, or within the 60 seconds, are you going to buy or are you going to sell? And then you got to place a stop. Okay.
Right.
The stop's got to be between 30 and 100 pips. and then
Right.
I'll do the rest.
Okay.
All right. So I will let you put your indicator on here. So it's a moving average, isn't it?
What time
Exponential.
frame can we be on? Only 50 minutes or what?
You can be on any time frame you want.
Okay.
50.
You want
Okay.
any
All
time
right.
frame?
You can be on any time frame you want. And what I'm going to do is go to a random starting point in time.
Oh, this is gonna be shambles. This is 60
And
seconds.
you are on the 15-minute time frame. And just to let you know, you're on the 1 day here. So every time you click, you're going to go through 1 day's worth of data. So let's just go to 15. Do you want to double click just to make sure you got access?
Yeah. So you say I'm on the 15-minute, yeah?
You're on the 15-minute time frame now. So let me just go and get you 1 minute. Ready? Okay. Kane, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Go.
So, all
I'll
right.
give you a countdown as well.
This is okay. Cool. I would probably add a fib on this if I would probably change the fib, but it's too late to do that now. So, can I just play it out and see where I take the trade? Basically, it's got a
Yep,
rush.
that's how you do it. Weekends I'll pause and just get
Okay,
you
well,
across the weekend. There you go.
Oh.
Okay, go for it. "30 seconds.
It doesn't help that I'm so slow to do this analysis.
20 seconds.
Oh dear me. Right. Let's get on to the 5 minute. Right, I think I'll take a buy. Not gonna lie, from
8
this.
seconds. You confirming that?
No.
Okay, you got no seconds left now.
Yeah. Can I just look at the time frame real quick? Is that right? Or is that not?
No. What do you want to do? Buy or sell?
I want to take a buy.
Okay, and your stop loss.
Yeah, just beneath 100%. Yeah, a little bit lower. Oh, I can
Okay,
do
well,
that.
it's got to be 30 pips, so that's 30 pips there. Yep.
Yeah, and then a 1-to-1 or whatever that is going to be.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Okay, buy. Let's have a look. Okay, right. Just destroyed on the first trade. Okay, Philip, now you got a choice here. Do you want to use your software?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
want to deal with that lag.
Have you got 10 pairs?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. You're going to share your screen.
Yeah.
And you'll probably have to give me remote access so that we can make sure this flows smoothly.
Do whatever.
Okay, right. So let's have a look. Let's just close that chart down.
this is similar to that.
Oh, sorry, I've got a request on.
Guess the next candlestick, isn't it, Cam?
It's similar, but there's money on the line, so
Yeah.
it's harder. Yeah, it's a bit of fun. Like, guys, I mean, I wouldn't be going, this guy can't trade, based on a 60-second no analysis time. So you got more than 10. Okay, great. So let's go with ADNZD. I was going to leave this ticker thing. I don't know, we can make it a bit smaller.
You can put the X. There's a okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
We'll give you a 15-minute chart.
Am I out completely now? Is that it?
You're out. Yeah, because you can't get 10, right?
Yeah.
So
That's cool. No, that's fine.
simulation, random date and time. Okay.
When does it start? When I click the
Okay.
time frame? Or...
Yeah, just as soon as you're ready. Are you ready?
Can I change the time frame before?
Yeah, you can change time frame. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Go.
Man, I'm getting called out in these comments, man. Apparently, asking questions is dumb. From Sarah T. Big shout out to Sarah T.
Oh yeah. It's I don't know what happens. It's probably very late for people when they all get negative.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chill out, please. Right.
God,
The score, Deb Dawes. So 26 seconds left, mate.
I'm taking a buy.
Okay.
Um,
So you can just place the order. So no
Yeah,
drawing.
counting
No
on-
no drawing.
Okay,
Just, yeah. If you're taking the buy, you just take the buy.
mm,
If you want more times, you've got 22 seconds left, but you've chewed that up now. So that's is this on the 1 day? Okay, so that's 200 pips. That's too big.
how much was the?
100 pip
Um,
maximum stop loss.
Okay. Sorry. This is pips, right?
Yep. That's all right.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
But don't worry
going
about
to
TP.
do-
I'll just write that in. You can just write that in. It's the same as a stop loss.
It's about right, eh?
Yeah. Okay. So you're buying?
Yeah. Well, we
Okay.
don't have to calculate risk or
Yeah.
anything, right?
Yeah. It's like okay. So you buy. I might be able to do this. You're out. Okay. Sorry, Philip. Sorry, Kane. Didn't work out. Didn't work out today. Like sometimes people get on a on a roll, and it's just it's one way traffic. Like it can be done. It can be done. I mean, if we have a look at the
Yeah,
scores here.
I didn't have a lot of data here on daily. I should have went down on a smaller time frame.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And look, I mean, I
But,
think some guys are like basically having a crack at this and really seeing doing a bit of practice, should I say, and seeing if they can actually do it. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to share my screen quickly and show you what it is that these guys are able to achieve. So if you guys think this is impossible, it's not impossible. Where it is it? The Forex Simulator 10 Trade Challenge. If you have a look at the leaderboard, you can see here that Cass Darman got 9 out of 10 and lost on the last trade. He had the worst range ever on GJ. Dovi did very well with 6. Second time round, I think he got 2. Pooms got 3 the first time. Second time, I think he got 2. So if you guys, I'm probably going to delete this last score here. So the zeros won't go on the table. If you get over 0, you're not on the table. Your best score will go on here. Okay, so guys, if you want to check that out, that's over there. Before we wrap up, Kane, do you want to let the guys know what the best way to get hold of you is?
Yeah. KFX Capital on Instagram, or my personal one, which is Kane.Fernando. And check out my website. It has all my educational content there, and my YouTube, which is just KFX.
And Philip?
Mine is similar. It's K4X and 3 underscores, or you can just search up King 4X. I'll come up.
Awesome. Guys, do remember, so we've got these Trader versus Trader videos are all up there on the site if you want to go and hunt them down. So we had JP Savage versus JD Dowdy. That was a great little episode, so go and check that one out. We've had last week we had CEO turned 30k into 100k in 2 months. So Justin is actually the owner of Forex Simulator, so the sponsor of the show. So you can hear how he's actually really good trader as well, and lots of insights, lots of tips. One of the best interviews there over on Trading Nuts, so go and check that out. And this week, I finally got Q Banks on the show, so we got him on the show with an epic chart breakdown video coming up as well. And guys, do remember that, this software that we're using today is called Forex Simulator. If you do want to get access to a 14-day free trial, as I think Philip did, there's links below the video. So if you want to give that a whirl, it might come in handy if you get chosen to do the 10 Trade Challenge in the future. Also, if you want to do your back testing a lot quicker than that, then I've got my Robot Builders Club, where I've got a 7-day video course, VIP community, no coding required, live Q&A calls, 30 plus ready-made robots. There's links below the video. In fact, the price is increasing soon, so if you want to get access to it, now is the best time. Guys, look, once again, audience, thank you very much for coming along, watching this. Tomorrow we have got, as I mentioned earlier, we've got semi-final number 2 coming up here, which is Trader versus Trader. We've got Nathan versus Rob. That's coming about the same time, maybe an hour later than we started today. But thanks again, Kane. Thanks again, Philip. Great to have you on the show. Go and check out their videos over there on Trading Nut as well afterwards, guys. And thanks for watching. We're going to end the stream there.